The Mexican Stock Exchange, also known as Mexican Bolsa, Mexbol, or BMV, is one of Mexico's two stock exchanges. The other is BIVA, or Bolsa Institucional de Valores. It is Latin America's second largest stock exchange, trailing only Brazil's B3 in So Paulo. It is also the America's fifth largest stock exchange. BMV Group owns the exchange. There are 140 listings available and they are denominated in Mexican Pesos. MILA, which includes the stock markets of Santiago, Lima and Colombia, is Latin America's second largest financial market by total capitalization. Stocks, debentures, mutual fund shares and warrants are available on the exchange. Mexico's economy is a developing consumer economy. According to the International Monetary Fund, it is the 15th largest in nominal terms and the 11th largest by purchasing power parity. Administrations have strengthened the country's macroeconomic fundamentals since the 1994 crisis. After a brief period of recession in 2001, Mexico was unaffected by the 2002 South American crisis and retained positive, although low, growth rates. Mexico, on the other hand, was one of the Latin American countries hardest hit by the 2008 recession, with its GDP falling by more than 6% that year. The main industries of Mexico are food and beverages, tobacco, chemicals, iron and steel, petroleum, mining, textiles, clothing, motor vehicles, consumer durables and tourism. The Mexican economy has experienced unparalleled macroeconomic stability, resulting in lower inflation and interest rates, as well as higher per capita income. With growing private ownership, the economy is rapidly evolving into new manufacturing and service sectors. With the aim of improving infrastructure, recent administrations have increased competition in ports, railroads, telecommunications, power generation, natural gas distribution, and airports. More than 90% of Mexican trade is covered by free trade agreements with more than 40 nations, including the European Union, Japan, Israel and most of Central and South America, owing to the country's export-oriented economy. The automotive industry is one of Mexico's most important industrial producers, with globally recognized quality standards. Mexico's automotive industry is distinct from that of other Latin American and developing countries in that it is not merely an assembly plant. The industry manufactures technologically advanced components and conducts some research and development. Food manufacturing, which involves many world-class firms, is a greater sector of Mexico's industrial economy than it is in the United States or Western Europe. Mexico's electronics industry has expanded dramatically in the last decade. After China, the United States, Japan, South Korea and Taiwan, Mexico has the world's sixth largest electronics industry. Mexico is the United States' second largest electronic exporter. Mexico is the third largest manufacturer of computers in the world. While foreign companies dominate most of Mexico's electronics industry, the country also has a sizable domestic electronics industry and a number of electronics companies, including Mabe, a major appliance manufacturer, and OEM that has been in operation since the 1950s and has expanded into the global market. Mebox, a designer and manufacturer of desktop and tablet computers and solar power. Mexico's tertiary sector is projected to account for 59.8% of GDP. Tourism is one of Mexico's most critical sectors. It is the country's fourth largest source of foreign exchange. According to the IMF, the Mexican banking system is powerful, with profitable and well-capitalized private banks. The stock market in Mexico is closely tied to events in the United States. As a result, the output of Mexican equities can be influenced by the volatility of the New York Stock Exchange. This is due to both Mexico's economic reliance on the United States and the high volume of ADR trade in Mexican stocks. Non-residents who sell stock of a Mexican business face a 25% gross proceeds tax or a 35% net proceeds tax if the non-resident has a representative in Mexico. The Mexican National Institute of Statistics and Geography publishes a great deal of data that helps in researching Mexican equities. First, with more than 100 regions covered, you can learn more with the Exotic Markets book available on Amazon. Second, you can explore sector and industry intelligence for different countries by going to pervasives.com. If you have an issue in relation to accounting and tax with foreign stocks, you can contact us by going to our website.